Here's the fully fettled Nesta, which is a delightful loco. I did have some problems with the chassis and stripped it down, cleaned the wheels very, very thoroughly, both the treads and the backs of the wheels, cleaned the pickups and bent them so they were picking up on the wheels all the time, and that improved it no end. But the thing that has made all the difference to the running really is the graphite applied to the track. Now this is actually the second chassis underneath this loco. I was thinking about sending it back, but actually I rather liked what I'd done to the body, so I bought a second loco and swapped the chassis over and fettled the second chassis to the best of my ability, and it runs pretty well. This is on DCC, which of course helps a little bit, but as I say, the thing that made most of the difference after a very, very full clean of everything and a tweaking was the graphite, and now everything is running very nicely and reliably. So to reiterate, this is the first body and the second chassis under this loco. I was then planning on sending back the first chassis under the brand new body, which would have saved a lot of trouble for everyone always round. And I thought to test it again before I did that, having reassembled the second loco, as it were. And it appeared to work better than I remembered on DC. So silly me, I bought another DCC chip for the second loco, and that got fired up yesterday, and lo and behold, the loco number 2, as it were, which is the original chassis, which I had done quite a lot of work on with a brand new body, is working absolutely beautifully, and certainly not going to be sent back. It's working absolutely gorgeously. So I now have 2 of these things working very, very well indeed, both under DCC. And what am I going to do with two Nestas, I hear you ask? Let me move the camera just a second. I'm so sorry, I'm not terribly well, so my voice is a little bit off. This is the second one, or spare, as is the fashionable phrase I gather nowadays. And this, you can see I've already taken the name off. That was very easily done, and how I do that is I get a Q-tip and just dip it in a tub of Brasso, just so it's damp, and then give it a quick wipe across the name, and that just softens the paint of the nameplate off, and then with a with a cocktail stick, rub the very slightly softened nameplate off with the tip of a cocktail stick, and then with the Q-tip again polish up the remaining black surface, and that comes off very well. Whoops, sorry. So this one I've ordered new nameplates for from Narrow Planet or Light Railway Stores, whatever, and the name for this one is Alan George. Now, Alan George was the twin sister or twin brother to Nesta, so it's perfectly legitimate to name this loco Alan George. So, and I've ordered the works plates for that as well. So that's what's happening to this loco, which, as I say, now performs really very nicely indeed. That's at speed step 2 on the DCC, the way I've got it set up, and that's on speed step 1. Now, I don't think anyone could say any fairer than this as regards performance of these little things. So if there were any secrets involved, it's a thorough cleaning of the wheels, both the backs of the wheels all the way around and the treads of the wheels, cleaning and tweaking of the pickups, and then polishing the track and going over the track with graphite, and this is the performance that I duly get out of it. So it's not a fluke, as it were, but it is repeatable, and this loco is certainly capable of exemplary performance, frankly. Beautiful job. I've also repainted the brass work and the copper work, dulled them down in keeping with the other one, because I have to say, as I mentioned previously, the bright work on these locos is really a little bit, may we say, brash. So we have a couple of really very nice and usable twins on this. I only ordered the nameplates for Alan George yesterday, so there'll be a couple of months arriving. But that's where we are with this, and very, very pleased. I hadn't meant to get 2 of these Hunslets at all, and I haven't confessed to Di, my wife, yet. Doubtless she'll work it out, but there we are. It is possible, with cleanliness and diligence, to get really good performance out of these beautiful little things. I hope that's of some interest.